Hey everyone, I'm Melanie from Streamline Legal, where we help law firms get the most out of their practice management software. Tonight I want to talk to you about contacts, and specifically, one of the complaints that I hear a lot about Clio Manage and Clio Grow is the fact that they do not share a contact database. But that's not completely true, and I wanted to walk you through some of the steps so that you can see your managed contacts in Clio Grow. So let's hop on over to the screen here. And this is my Clio Grow screen. For those of you that use Clio Grow, I'm sure that very often you'll hop on over here to the quick intake when you get a new client or a new call, and you'll click here on the quick intake and you'll start putting in the person's contact information. And you'll try and find them, or you may click on existing contact to try and find them within Grow, and then you'll fill out your quick intake. And of course, we still want to do the quick intake. We still want to get all of that information, but there's an even better way that we can use Grow to check not only our Grow contacts, but also our managed contacts without having to check two different places. And so next time you have a person contact you, instead of going straight to the quick intake, I would recommend that you start over here at contacts. And when we click on create a new contact, we have this button here that allows us to import a contact from Clio Manage. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And this person has just called me, and now I want to find out if we've ever interacted with her before. And so it's Jenny on the phone. And in fact, she tells me her name is Jenny Davies. And sure enough, in Clio Manage, I've got Jenny Davies here. And so if she shows up, that's great. We're going to talk about that. If she doesn't show up, then she's not in Manage. And I can go over my quick intake, start taking all her information down, and go ahead just as I typically would. But if I find her name here in this import button, I can select her, and it brings up all of the details that I have in Manage. Now, maybe she tells me she's been a client before, maybe she doesn't tell me anything, but regardless, I can click right here on this button and it opens up her contact information in Clio Manage. The best part about this is that right away I know that she's a past client because we've done 2 matters with her under client. So right away I know, oh, Jenny, it's great to hear from you again. I hope everything's going well. We resolved those things a while ago, so hopefully you've been doing well. Oh yeah, something new has come up. And so right away we can recognize her as a past client, which is great. It really, really helps towards building rapport with people that are calling in, even if you've never personally met her. Okay, so what about the other scenario, Bo? What about the scenario where I have somebody that calls up and I click on create a new contact, I click on import, and I'm going to start typing in their name, right? Well, this time it's Darth Vader who's given us a call, and he shows up in Clio Manage as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Darth Vader, verify this is really him, his contact information, and I want to know more about him. So I'm going to click on this button to look at him in Clio Manage, and I see right away we have worked with him before, or rather, he has been the defendant on a case before. He was not the client, because otherwise it would have been up here, but this matter is down in associated matters, and I see exactly what the association was. He wasn't the referral source, he wasn't the judge, he wasn't any of that, he was the defendant. And so right away, that triggers my intake person to maybe cut that phone call short, maybe get a modicum of information so that they can run it past the attorney to see if there's an actual conflict. But the idea is we have that information right away when they call. So again, when you're accepting new calls and working in Clio Grow for intake, I would highly recommend that you don't start with the quick intake. Instead, let's start with this contacts button on the left, and let's create a new contact so that we can right away search Clio Manage and see if we've ever interacted with this person again. Now, of course, if it's somebody that's already in Grow, then their information is going to show up either when we start adding a new person. Let's see here. Let's see, I don't know which John we have in here, but we have a lot of Johns in here. We can find the person that's in Clio Grow just by trying to add a new person or by doing a quick intake new person, right? Either way, that person's going to show up. I remember his name, John Bean. Okay, so John Bean does show up in Clio Grow, right? And I can find that on the quick intake, or I can find that when I go in and create a new contact, right? Either way, if he's in there, Clio Grow, it'll recognize it right away. But it won't search manage unless I click on this import from Clio Manage. That's when I'm going to have to start typing in his name here to see if he's in Manage. So again, this is a great opportunity for you to recognize very quickly, or for your intake person to recognize very quickly, someone that we've already interacted with, whether it was a client of ours or someone we've interacted with on a case and they were on the opposing party or some type of affiliated contact or related contact. So give that a try. Let me know how it goes. But I really think that's going to up your game when it comes to talking to potential new clients, because now very quickly you can recognize them as current clients, as past clients, as other people that are related to matters that we've worked on in the past. So give it a try. Let me know how it goes. You guys have a great evening. Thanks for joining me.